everyone, and welcome back to another renovation series episode. I think we're at episode 4 now, and as you can see behind me, we're getting it done. So I wanted to come to you with a little bit of an update on where we're at. So I think I'm just gonna get straight into it because we've done so much, and start with the kitchen, which used to be behind me right here. So this wall used to be pushed back further and the kitchen used to go into this space. So we just started by clearing everything out. It was actually a really good opportunity to do a little bit of a declutter, and we packed everything up into plastic crates. We kept a crate separate of things that, you know, we're gonna need through this renovation period, and we stored everything else downstairs. And then we started the demo. We took a little bit of time to do the kitchen, so we did it over a couple of days just because we wanted to have the sink and the dishwasher up here as long as possible. So we just did one wall and we took the backsplashes off. We started removing the tiles, and then we fully cleared out the kitchen to make space for extending our bathroom out. So we wanted to leave the bathroom until the very last stage of our demo. I mentioned, I think in my last video, that we do have 2 bathrooms, so one's downstairs, but it's a pain in the middle of the night when you need to go and you need to go down to the toilet. So we wanted to keep the toilet and the bathroom up here as long as possible. So we moved into what was our office, really just like a junk space, you know, that room where you just store all the crap that you're gonna clean up, you're gonna get to, right? So that was this room. So I got in, I cleaned it all out, packed up all the linen which was stored in there, and then Wade come in and started doing that demo. So part of that demo was the walls to the toilet and the wall that used to be an external wall before there was an original extension for the office, and Wade started demoing that. Now, we weren't really sure what that was going to look like, as in removing those walls and having to add structural beams. So as we started to remove those walls, we started to see maybe what they had done with the extension was really strange, in the fact that they left a really low roof when they didn't need to, and there was just kind of beams and timber and whatever everywhere.
There. You've got a joist running across the top, so that's holding that. I think we're good.
Yeah, so our builder came in and had a look, and we had some really great news that we were only going to have to put 1, possibly 2 structural beams in. And then the further we got into the demo and when they started to come to do the work, we realized that we only needed to do 1 structural beam, which, you know, saves a bit of coin in the end. So after that, we moved on to the demo of our bathroom. Once again, packed it all up, kept what we needed out, you know, done a bit of a clear out. I feel like when we come back in, we're gonna have no junk, no rubbish. It's all gonna be fresh and only the stuff we really need, which is the best part, I think, about this, other than getting like a brand new bathroom and kitchen. But anyway, we got in and we started demoing the bathroom. We had a shower screen, a glass shower screen, which we really wanted to keep. So we took so long, like carefully getting it out, and then we were moving it outside to store. And when we got outside, the glass just like popped everywhere and burst everywhere. So now we need to get a new screen, but that's okay. I mentioned also in my last video that there was water damage in the bathroom, so we were a bit concerned about what we were going to find there. We're not really sure where the water was going, but it seems like all the timber and all the structural stuff is fine. So the waterproofing was doing its job. I don't know, maybe the hard timber, I don't know what timber it was, and the floor, like, I don't know. Anyway, we didn't have a problem with that. So again, saving some money there, which is fantastic. After we did the demo for our bathroom, we removed all the wall sheeting and everything, but we left sort of the walls up, the, I don't know, like this part of the wall. We left that up, and then the builders came in and demoed that. They also did all the demo for the removal of the structural walls because they needed to use acropops. And upon the demo of our main structural wall, we found out that the space between our current living area, which was our dining area, that wall, and then into what used to be our office, which is going to be our kitchen, we found that the floors were unlevel. So there's already timber in that side and there's already timber in this side. So we were just going to replace a bit of timber that used to be on the veranda, which is just a decking board and it's a bit old. So we were going to replace that and match it to the 2 timber floors we've already got. But we've found out that it is 10 mil lower than our main living area. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to lift the timber up in what's going to be the kitchen. Hopefully we can recycle some of it and save some of it, put some board underneath and then relay the timber on top. We went through like having a tile option. Maybe we thought about doing floating floors, but through the whole house, like floating timber floors through the whole house. But I just felt we have these beautiful timber floors and I didn't want to cover it with fake timber. Like, I think it's a great option if it's a new build and you've got a slab or whatever, but I didn't want to do that. And I also didn't want to tile in the kitchen because we've spent all this time and money and energy in opening up the spaces. Even though there's going to be no structural walls, I didn't want to create a line, like a really defined line between this is the living area and then this is the kitchen by doing 2 different floorings. So it's going to be a bit of a process finding the timber and lifting it all up, but I definitely think it's going to be worth it in the end. Now I'm going to take you in to the bathroom, which is the room that we've made the most progress on. We wanted it done first, so obviously we could have the bathroom back upstairs. So we've got our niche in, we've got all the plumbing done, we've got our sheeting up. Our windows actually arrived today, so our windows will be installed early next week, and then the tiler will come in and start tiling. So it's really cool to be in that space and see where everything's going to be, especially because all the plumbing's there, and you know, see how large it's going to be because we doubled that floor space in the bathroom. Our bath has arrived. All of our accessories, like all of our facets and shower heads and tiles have arrived. So I'm going to show you a little bit of a sneak peek on what our tiles are and a little bit of our accessories, and you'll get to see like the style that we're going in the bathroom. First up is our tile. So this one here is our main tile. So it's a travertine tile. I decided to get the honed and filled. So I'll pop in a little video of what the back of the tile looks like. It's actually a little bit irregular in the surface, and I love that real natural look, but I just imagined it would be a bit of a pain in the bathroom trying to keep all the notches and everything clean. So they fill them, and I think it adds to it. It almost makes the tile look a little bit lighter, which is nice, but also it's going to be really nice in that space. These ones down here are our little feature tiles, so I'm going to have them vertically stacked, and these will go behind the vanity. Just a nice white tile, kind of like a Subway, a little bit thinner, but just with a really nice natural texture. And then this is our accessories. So I'm doing the brushed gold over the brushed brass. I just find it's a little bit lighter and it works a little bit better with the color of the tile. But this is, I guess, giving you a little bit of a look and feel of what the bathroom is going to look like when it's finished. Just a little bit of an update on this space behind me. This is going to be our linen cupboard. So really big, deep, wide linen cupboard. Store, not that I have a lot of linen, but store linen, you know, photos, just those things around the house that need a space. It's going to be nice and large, add some storage to the house, which is fantastic. And there's going to be internal bifold doors, so they'll open up sort of this way, just some small little bifold doors. And actually, speaking of bifold doors, a little bit of an update on the bifold doors that open out onto the deck. They are going to be fine to install, so we weren't sure what was happening with the post beside the current external door, but it turns out that that's going to come out just fine. So we've ordered those unfortunately they're going to take 8 to 9 weeks to be supplied and installed, but I think we just got to get used to that stuff, kind of time limits right now. We just ordered our new lounge and it's going to take 4 months, which is just a bit mind-blowing. But anyway, it's all coming along. The deck has also been done, so I'll add a little bit of footage in at the end of the deck being demoed and then rebuilt. So that is so lovely to see. The vision is like really coming together, and in our next renovation episode, hopefully I come to you with a completed bathroom and a well on the way to be completed kitchen area. But thank you so much for watching today, and we will see you next time with our next renovation update.